Kantenberger. I just introduce you to the general audience and promote you how important you are in the
thank you, Frank. I do appreciate that.
Okay, and I also said you are a very good friend of mine. You have the frontline experience in terms of education, and also you write multiple articles in the examiner.com. And of course, John are going to ask you very tough questions. I will give you questions, and in 10 minutes, I'm going to open the call-in line. So the general public in the Houston area will ask you tough questions.
That's good. That's good.
So I'm expecting, very lively discussion today. So first question. A few weeks ago, I read an article from examiner.com. You said the gifted education is the most misunderstood concept. Why is so misunderstood?
Well, it's very, very misunderstood because, first of all, when you talk to anyone about gifted education for the first time, they say, well, why do you have to have gifted education? Mm-hmm. If these kids are so smart, mm-hmm. they don't need any kind of help. But the fact of the matter is that they are very vulnerable. Mm-hmm. If you're familiar with the special education in public schools, yes. Where you have academically challenged kids and children, the gifted and talented are on the other end of that spectrum.
You're talking about the bell curve.
I'm talking about the bell curve. That's exactly right.
So on the both end, the top end and the lower end need special attention.
Both of them need special attention. And the first thing you get is this argument about, well, if they're gifted, they don't need any help. Why should we spend any money doing that? Mm-hmm. But they are not. And that's why it is so misunderstood, because these children are so vulnerable. They are dropping out at phenomenal rates. Mm-hmm. For instance, in Los Angeles, just the Los Angeles Unified School District, every year they report that they lose 400 to 500 gifted students every year. Now, these are kids that are already identified as gifted, and they drop out for various reasons. Now, all these reasons are, they're all different, but that indicates the vulnerability.
So you're talking about this phenomena. You already identified high IQ kids because they don't have a special attention from the educator, from the administration. Then, because of their emotional instability at an early age, they perform less than the general student body.
Right? A lot of them do. Mm-hmm. A lot of them do. Some of them don't. Obviously, that there are some that will come in and they will be the model student, and they make straight A's, and those are the ones that are very easy to find. Mm-hmm. But there are so many others that they don't want to be found. For whatever reason that you that you can think of, and there are a huge number of them that don't even know that they are gifted. They know that something is wrong because when they go to school with these other kids, they get bored very, very quickly. And at a younger age, they try to work through it. But if you keep them in school for, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, pretty soon they get so bored and they get so discouraged, they think something is wrong with them. And this is the reason why they begin to drop out. They say, well, I don't need this.
Mr. Kantenberger, I have to translate some of your important message into Chinese. It's okay. And I'm going to discuss with John a little bit. John is very interesting. 我们现在用中文谈一下哈。刚才 Mr. Kantenberger 跟我们讲一个很有趣的一个现象，就是什么呢？很多 high IQ 的孩子，他们不愿意进到这个 GT program， 他们不想被找出来。而且呢，很多在美国现在的教育制度之下呢，很多 high IQ 的孩子，他们在学校里的表现反倒不如普通的孩子，因为他们有一个特点，就是这些孩子呢，他的兴趣很广泛。这个如果是在所谓的正常的教育里边呢，他们很容易呢就没有失去兴趣了。那么这些孩子如果在正常的课业里边呢，他们表现不一定就要高于普通的孩子，这就是为什么需要一个 这个集体教育。您认同这种观点吗，张先生？
我觉得这个东西应该从2方面来说，因为在 GT 的这个 definition， 在 GT 的对 GT 的定义来说，它是 gifted and talented， 它特别指出来在gifted and talented 是不同于全 A 的学生。你的学生，你这个孩子学习好，每门功课都得 A， 他不一定是 GT。这就是说，他对他的定义，这个 GT 的孩子的定义本身就不是全 A 的，所以你就本身就不应该用全 A 来表明这个孩子是 GT 还是不是 GT。但是呢，我个人对美国的这个 GT 的program 有一定的看法。他既然说这个 GT 是要找真正的有素质、有潜力的孩子，是一些很 special 的孩子。可是他找这个 special 的孩子的办法呢，恰恰又是用考试来去做。
哦，对，
所以这个东西我认为是非常可笑的一件事情。
好，这个问题我要问这个 Mr. Kantenberger。We have just touched very important and very interesting phenomena. We have to distinguish high achievers and real GT kids.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So tell me something about what is a so-called high IQ kids, GT kids, and what is high achiever. How to distinguish them?
Okay. Well, basically, the high achievers generally fall in terms of IQ fall in the range of about 115 up to 130.
Yes.
And you find almost all of these kids are in AP classes, or they should be in AP classes.
Yes.
And they do very well in these particular classes because they're more geared to their learning abilities. The GT, it gradually starts around 135. And there's not really a great deal of difference between the 135 and the 130 because, 2 or 3 points either way is not that much difference. And, but those above 135, they learn differently. From the time you get to 145, 155, 165, we're talking about one person in 100,000 when you get up there.
Yes.
And they learn differently. The same as a person that is 100 IQ and a person that's 70 IQ and a person that's 40, they all have to be taught differently. So you have to teach these kids that are 155 and 165 differently from those that are 135.
这里呢 ，Mr. Kantenberger 先生提了一个很重要的问题，就是说，智商不一样的孩子，他的学习的方式是不一样的。